You might be dealing with one of the most frustrating types of car problems, the ghost in the machine that comes and goes without warning. If you have pulled the trouble code P0074 from your vehicle's memory, it points to an ambient air temperature sensor circuit intermittent issue. The key word here is intermittent, which means the system works perfectly fine some of the time, but at random intervals, the signal drops out, spikes, or behaves erratically. This is significantly harder to diagnose than a permanent failure because the component might test perfectly fine while the car is parked in your driveway. The ambient air temperature, or AAT sensor, provides critical data to the powertrain control module, or PCM, regarding the outside air density and temperature. This helps regulate your automatic climate control and supports engine management strategies. When the computer sees the voltage signal from the AAT sensor jumping around or momentarily disappearing, it sets code P0074. The symptoms can be confusing. You might notice your outside temperature display fluctuating wildly, jumping from 70 degrees to -40 and back again within seconds. Consequently, your air conditioner might blow cold air 1 minute and then suddenly stop or blow warm air because the car has been tricked into thinking it is snowing outside. The causes for an intermittent code are rarely the sensor itself, although it is possible. More often, the culprit is a loose connection, a terminal that has lost its tension, or a wire that is rubbing against a metal frame rail. Since the sensor is located in the impact zone behind the front grille, vibration and airflow can cause wires to sway and chafe. To fix this, you need to perform a wiggle test. Locate the sensor, and while monitoring the temperature data on a scan tool or the voltage on a multimeter, vigorously wiggle the wiring harness and the connector. If you see the numbers on your screen glitch or jump in sync with your hand movements, you have pinpointed the bad connection. Inspect the metal pins inside the plastic connector housing. If they look spread apart or dirty, they may not be making solid contact with the sensor pins. Cleaning them with electrical contact cleaner and applying dielectric grease can often solve the problem permanently. Check the entire length of the wire for any spots where the insulation has rubbed through, causing it to short out against the chassis occasionally. If the wiring passes all physical inspections and the wiggle test, the sensor may have an internal solder joint that is failing when it gets hot. In this scenario, replacing the AAT sensor is the most logical repair. Remember, after any repair, you must clear the codes and drive the vehicle to allow the PCM to recalibrate and confirm the fix. If you are uncomfortable chasing down electrical gremlins that hide inside wire looms, this is the time to hand the keys over to a professional diagnostician, as intermittent faults can require patience and advanced oscilloscope tools to visualize the signal dropouts effectively.